Today's show language is English. So let's start this show. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone and welcome everyone to another exciting episode of Friendly Talks with Waseem. I'm your host Waseem and absolutely thrilled to have you all here with us today. As you know, this is the place where we sit back, relax, and have some casual, friendly conversation with some amazing people from all walks of life. Today, once again, we have with amazing guest Verona Willis Brown from University of New York City. So let's give a warm welcome to our wonderful guest. So grab your cup of tea, sit back, and join us for what promises to engaging and enjoyable this session. So hello, Verona, ma'am. How are you?
Hello, hi. I'm here again. Thank you so
Again,
much.
again,
I'm doing
again,
great.
again. So did you like our last show?
Yes, very interesting. I love it. I love sharing. So sharing is one of my superpowers. So yes. And when we
So
share knowledge, that's even more powerful.
thank you very much. Your session always very informative, and I learn every time to see you and to see your wording, to see your shows. So thank you very much for this, for your precious time, for your presence. So let's start this show. So you always talk about positivity and humanity. So who is someone you admire for their positive impact on the world and why?
Oh, wow. My goodness. There's so many people that inspire me, and there's so many people that make such positive impact. Unfortunately,
Mhm.
a lot of them passed away. You know, like one of my favorite lady is Maya Angelou. She's a poet. She's one of my
Mhm.
favorite lady. Not because she's a poet, but because of her strength and her courage. You know,
Mhm.
she's such a positive. Sometimes we look through life and the very things that we go through, we use it to just hold us back. So her positivity and life has always inspired me. And for me to name so many people we're probably going to be here all day. So I'm just going to just like hold on to Maya Angelou and like, yeah, she's one of my hard
Mhm.
person. Like, yeah.
So great. So, what role do you think young people like yourself can play in making the world's better place?
What role they need to play?
Mhm.
Oh, I'm a mentor, so I like to talk with the youths. And the reason why I like to talk with the youth, because the youths are our future, but the
Mhm.
future is here,
Mhm.
right? The future is here. And I would encourage the youth to take stock of their company. Take stock. When I say company, I'm talking about the friends that they keep, the
Mhm.
things that they watch, how they entertain themselves. You know, be careful of what you are attracting.
Mhm.
So many times they want to be involved in this big friendship, this big group, this big thing. But take time for yourself. Stop, look at yourself, put yourself into a corner, and just get alone time. Get alone time and start thinking about who you are, where you're going. You're not pleasing somebody else, you're not competing with somebody else. Take alone time. It is so important that we have this time for ourselves. Alone time is important because you get to know who you are for that. Don't just rush to be involved with a lot of friends. No, don't do it.
So, what do you do to relax and unwind when you are feeling stressed and overwhelmed?
Anybody knows me knows that I'm always doing something. Oh my God. Sometimes I shock my own self, right? I'm always doing something. So how do I stop and wind up? I set boundaries. I set boundaries. I could turn off my phone, turn off my computers. Like today, I am not doing anything. So what I do, I give myself some days off. I literally give myself days off. I have a regular job, but some days I'm like, nope, I cannot come in because I need to just like unwind myself, lay in my bed, and just like, no, I'm not doing anything. No is a full sentence. I tell myself no to somebody and yes to me. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Great, great, great. So, how do you usually feel when you wake up in the morning? Are you excited for the day or do you feel anxious?
Oh my, yeah, I'm excited. I
Mm,
One of the first thing that I do when I wake up, because the thing is, I don't know if no one, me, for me personally, and you can try this. When you wake up in the morning, your brain is
mm,
actually up before your eyes open.
mm,
Your ears are open before your eyes open. Your eyes are literally the last thing to open. So I'm already excited. The fact that I could literally feel my hands moving, my brain moving, I could
mm,
hear thoughts going. So I get really excited in the morning when I get it because now,
mm,
thank God. Now I'm getting an opportunity to be kind to somebody else. Now I'm getting an opportunity to share with somebody else. So I get
mm,
so excited in the morning because I don't know who I'm going to meet for today. So by the time I get up and start getting ready to go into my daily routine, I'm like,
mm.
yay! I'm like this ball of excitement, right? Ready to just roll on. Like, yeah, I don't know who I'm gonna see. So yeah. So I get really excited in the morning. Very, very excited.
That's
I
good.
think my downtime is like going to bed. I'm like, ooh, time to go to sleep. I'm not gonna get to talk to nobody while I'm sleeping.
That's great. That's great. So, do you feel comfortable taking to your friends or family about your emotions and feelings?
I don't have a lot of friends. That might sound surprising. I don't
Mm,
have a lot of friends, and I come from a very big family.
mm,
However, even though I come from a big family, no, I'm always that sibling that's always by
mm,
myself. I work a lot better by myself. So
mm.
no, I have to have one close person, and they're like, "Oh, this is how I feel today." But most of the time, it's just me and God.
Oh, great, great. So, so, have you ever felt persistently sad or hopeless for an extended period? How did you cope with those feelings?
Being sad. Oh, I talk about being sad because sadness is so it's a small word, but it's so
Mm,
strong.
mm,
It is so strong. I when my parents died, especially my dad, I went into a
mm,
very, very sad place for a very long time. Very,
mm,
very, very sad. When my mom died first. I went into a
mm,
very sad place. And it's a very
mm,
dark and lonely place. It's very, very lonely. And when we are talking about sadness, we got to understand that at some point, we have to keep on convincing ourselves. We have to keep on convincing ourselves to rise up. So the more sad I got, because there are different level of sadness. And when we at the first level of sadness is when something just hits you, right? And that
mm,
sadness hit you like a death, hit you like, oh my God, I'm so sad. My parents died. So you get into that sad mode. That's the first level of sadness. Or you watch somebody being sick. That's the first level of sadness. So there's different levels. So if we continue, if we don't acknowledge that little sadness, the first section of sadness, if we don't acknowledge it, what will happen? That little sadness that, oh my God, I'm so sad. Somebody just hurt me, I'm sad. If we don't acknowledge it, it start getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then it put into a place of stress. And then it put into a place of depression. And
mm,
then it put into a place of bipolar. And then it keep on increasing. And then when it keep on increasing, it start affecting your organs. So for me, what I did during all my years of sadness, because everybody see this bright smile going right now, I had to fight myself. I had to keep on like literally fighting myself to rise up. I have to keep on telling myself that I have more work to do. I have to keep on telling myself, what would my parents have done? Or
mm,
what would my parents say to me right now? Right? So I
mm,
have to keep on talking to myself. So talk to yourself is very important because I did it. So sadness, oh yeah, I've been there. I've experienced it. So every day is not this glowy face saying, "Hi, I'm happy," right? So I have to keep on talking to myself to say that I have more to do. I have more places to visit. I have Pakistan to visit, right? So I have a lot of things to do.
Most welcome, most welcome. So, I saw you wearing a sari, Indian sari. So, I hope one day you will wear a Pakistani shalwar kameez in
Yes.
Pakistan. Yes. So that's great. So, do you have pets or pet? Any?
Oh wait, your thing got cut off. You said if I
Pet?
have
Do you have a pet animal or pet? I'm talking about
pet.
yes, pets.
No, I once had a goldfish.
Oh.
I think goldfish are the easiest thing because I don't
Yeah.
like I don't like all.
Recently, I did interview with Aisha Asim, from Pakistan, Pakistani lady. So she has pets, parrots, peacocks, cats.
Yeah.
So what is the name of his cat name? Cat. What is the name of his cat? What is the name of her cat? Jerry.
Jelly? See?
I
I,
say, oh, why you give this name Jerry instead Tom? So it's cat. So amazing answer she gave. She said the is male cat is male cat and he acts like Jerry. So he's very lazy,
oh
very
my
afraid.
gosh.
So
Oh
so
my god.
she has parrots and she has peacocks in her home, and I think this is very difficult job to keep pets, and
Yeah.
it's very
It's a lot.
very very difficult job. And her parrots, when she comes in the parrot's room, the parrot says mama, because her children saying mama, so
So
parrot
they say, yeah, they
mama,
mimic
mama.
you.
So so the parents demands food like that, mama.
Yeah, yeah,
So
they mimic. So
uh,
yeah, they're mimicking.
yes, yes,
It's too much. It's a lot, you know. Pets are a lot of responsibility, and yeah, you got to think about feeding. You got to think about taking them to walk. You got to no, it's a lot going on. So if I want to see some pets, I'm gonna go to the zoo.
mm, mm.
So
Say,
no, I don't want to do. I don't want to have no pets. My little fish took up a lot of my time too. So I had a little
okay,
fish.
okay. In case you hungry, you can eat it.
Exactly. So I want something that can become food. So later on, you get big. You know, I might wanna get your fish. I might fry you up. So keep on.
Then your fish will say, Verona, you are talking about humanity.
You're not saving me,
Why
man.
me? Why me?
Why you take? Why you eating me? What did I do? So I don't want to have no pet. No,
Actually,
no.
it's a very difficult job. I think it is a very difficult job to keep any pets. Very, so it's a responsibility. So, what activities or hobbies, you don't have pets, or hobbies make you feel happy and fulfilled?
Oh my! Oh, what makes me fulfilled is to travel around the world and to meet new
Hmm.
people.
Wow.
I'm always a dreamer to travel around the world because I believe traveling is education. Traveling is
It's
such
my
an
it's
education.
my dream too.
Ah,
Let's go together. It's my
yeah,
dream
like
too.
let's
Let's go
go. Like
together.
right now, I've been saying like anybody want to travel with me? Like, come on! I would like to have travel partners. I would like to have a group of travelers. Like,
Mm,
let's do this. Like,
mm.
I'm a traveler, so each
Done.
time I go anywhere, yeah, like for me, it's just the best thing for me. Even if I don't take the
So that
plane to go somewhere, but just to travel, yeah, it's
I'm coming to
education.
USA, so let's make plan. I'm coming
There
to
you
USA
go.
soon.
You come to the US,
So,
and my main thing was seeing is like for me, every time I
mm,
leave my house, I get excited. I get excited because
Mm,
I know I'm seeing somebody and I get to talk to different people. So when I talk to people, I get so excited. I'm like, oh my God, like, yeah. I get excited because I get to share what is it inside of me. I get to share my knowledge.
mm.
So my
So,
one of my main hobbies, of course, I mentioned earlier in the other
mm,
episode. One of my main hobbies is to write. I love to write and read.
mm, great. So, how do you handle conflicts or arguments with your friends or family members?
Again, conflicts is something that whenever
Conflict
I
or
when
argument.
when
Yes.
however I handle conflicts.
Yes. How do you handle conflicts and arguments with your friends and family members or
First of
family
all,
members?
first I avoid it.
That's good. That's good.
First
That's
I
good.
avoid it.
Yes.
That's how I handle it. I avoid it. But in case, you know what I'm saying? In case it
Mm,
arises, in case it comes in my area, I'm like,
mm,
okay, let me be quiet. Because let me tell you something about conflict.
mm,
When we are in conflict, it's best to be quiet in the initial part of it. Be
mm,
quiet because conflict allows to make decision that we are going to regret later. It put us into a spot where we are going to like da, 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 and we are going to regret what we did and what we say at the initial. So when there's a conflict, pause. If you have to
mm,
walk away, go down the road, go drink a cup of tea like Waseem is doing right about now, drink some water,
mm,
have some smoothie like what I had earlier, have some smoothie. Hey, listen, do something. Go get a fan, go do something, but do
mm,
not react in the initial of that conflict. It's not
mm,
healthy.
mm.
Mm-mm.
Yes, 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 indeed. I agree with you. I do same. So, do you ever feel overwhelmed by social work or other responsibilities? How do you manage your time and stress?
Yeah, I do get overwhelmed, and then
Mm,
when I get overwhelmed, I go into a little mode. When I get
mm,
overwhelmed, I just I scream. I scream. I get overwhelmed because I try not to be overwhelmed. So I try to set boundaries. So I try not to be overwhelmed. But whenever I get overwhelmed, I have to stop and pause to see what is it that I'm doing to cause me to be overwhelmed. I'm
mm,
doing too much of something. I'm
mm,
giving too much of myself to something, right? So
mm,
if I'm giving too much, simply mean it's too much. That's what it is. I'm giving too much. I'm doing too much. So we should
mm,
not do too much. We should just do enough to make it. Work on this, get it complete. Let me tell you another story. I like to talk about myself and my story, right? My dad, I used to do a lot of things. I'm always involved in stuff. And I'm always doing stuff. So I like to take pictures. I like to have photos all the time. And I would take a lot of photos. Or I would like to write. I've been writing since I was like 5. So I'm always writing stuff. And then what was happening, or I wanted to learn a new language and I never finished learning. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to learn Spanish. And I never finish it. I want to learn French. So I'm always doing something and I'm always pausing. So my dad used to say to me, "You're always starting something, but you never finish it." But you know what was happening, Wasim? I was getting overwhelmed because I kept starting different things. I kept
mm,
starting different things, and I never have complete work. So I had to
mm,
learn from that lesson when my father said, "Stop starting stuff that you are not going to finish." So I had to
mm.
learn. And the lesson I learned is if I start something, never stop until you finish it. So I learned that.
Great. So, how often do you take breaks and allow yourself some downtime to relax and recharge?
Oh, I allow myself very often. Very often. I have a regular job. I have a regular job. And
Mm,
I get vacation time. So what I would do with my vacation time, I was like, okay, I have this amount of vacation time. I plan out that. I look at it to see how much time I have. And then I would
mm,
just take off. Like, no, I need to be off. I don't want to come to work. I don't want to do this job. I want to be home. I just don't, no. So every so often, probably every 3 months or so, I take off on my job. Yes. Or
Great.
every week or every something.
So, are you satisfied with your job?
I'm satisfied with the job because I've been there for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So give me all that I earned at this point.
Uh, I think the in job the team management is very important. If you are satisfied with them, salaries doesn't matter. If salary your salary is high, but you are in stress, so not good for you. I think
No, no
satisfaction.
stress.
Yes, yes, no stress.
Like no, don't do not stress me on this job. I'm a valuable team player on the job. So whenever I
That's
sit there,
it.
like you see me put my head down, my manager send me a message, sir. No. Right? Like, no, they don't have, you're not gonna have my phone, you're not gonna call me on my phone. When I'm off schedule, you're not gonna call me, you're not gonna send me an email, nothing. No, I will not have that. So that's called stress. And work related stress is a real thing. So let me tell you something, audience. Work
So,
related stress. Do not be on your job and stressed out and continue to do it. Don't do that to yourself. No.
yeah, so as you know, I'm coming, so I want your job
Huh?
because no stress.
No stress. I don't want no
So
stress. First of
that's
all,
why I'm saying I want your job.
my job. Listen, my manager is easy breezy, good. My job is very flexible. We don't have stress. We don't entertain stress on our
I
job.
think
Okay,
that's
we
what
don't
I
we
think.
don't we don't do that.
I think in every job, manager should be like that.
Yeah, my manager is very flexible. He's very understanding. You can get to go sit down. You have a conversation with him, and like, listen, sir, ma'am. No, so we don't entertain stress like that. If you're stressed, it's because you choose to stress. you
Mm.
know and that's
Mm.
that's the, that's the kind of job and I've been on this job. So if you're stressed, like, oh my god, I'm so stressed, it's not a job. It's not a job that's doing that. It's you doing that to yourself, or your family stressing you and you're bringing it on the job.
Mm. By the way, you are looking beautiful in your new look.
Thank you. This is what happened when it's summertime. When it's summertime, I get more
Yes,
beautiful.
yes,
I
that's
get more
great.
energized. I get more excited. I get more beautiful in the summertime. So I look forward for June. June is just like, yeah, come on. I get, yeah.
Great, great. So,
So can you
so
imagine when I come to Pakistan? That's how I'm gonna look more beautiful because it's gonna be hot.
yes. So, have you ever sought help from a counselor, therapist, or other mental health professional? If not, would you consider if you felt needed help?
No, I never consult therapy and consultation and all that stuff from my therapist. Absolutely not. I'm a lifestyle coach, so
Mhm.
most of my
So you
teaching,
Mm.
huh?
You are the you guide the people
Yes,
about yes.
yeah.
So you
So
are
when
the you can say you are the counselor.
I am the
So
counselor, but some counselor need counsel.
I think guideline is necessary in every field.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
most
you should.
some counseling comes because we are real people. Coach
Mm,
need coach because we are real people. So even if
mm,
I'm coaching you, I still need a coach. So if
mm,
I'm counseling, I still need a counsel. So whatever consulting, I still need counsel. But again, for me, my course
mm,
is always going back to God. I go back to God for most of my counseling. I go back to God. And when I
mm,
counsel you, people might not see it
mm,
this way, but when I counsel you, if I'm consulting you, I'm
mm,
consulting myself.
mm, mm.
Because the same information I'm giving you, I'm feeding back
Yes.
myself,
Yes.
right? Or if
Yes.
I'm telling you something, it's
Correct.
because I did it. It's because I overcome, I
Mm,
survive it. I know I've experienced it. So I'm sharing my experience with you because I
mm,
made it. So every time I talk to somebody, I'm talking back to myself. So I don't
mm.
take I don't take those kind of coaching session or consulting session very lightly.
Mm. So, uh, did you remember Once you made a vlog for me in New York City. You showed
Yeah,
me
my
your New
video,
York
my
City.
vlog.
Yes. So, so I think when I'll come in USA, you will show physically everything.
Absolutely. New York City is exciting, okay? If you are
Uh,
in the US and you're not in New York City, you're just not here. Yeah, you're just not here. If you
yeah.
if you don't visit New York City, might as well just like, oh no. Yeah, it's very exciting here. It's very exciting. If you want to see this, that,
Mm,
whatever you want to see, it's in New York.
yes. So I'll mention the in description your vlog link, so people will see this vlog, wonderful vlog. If people didn't see this vlog, I really enjoyed this because I and Aisha was live, and it was live vlog. You know,
Yes, it was live. Like it was live. We
it
were
was
just
live
going.
vlog. It was live vlog we recorded. Wonderful. It was a wonderful experience. Yes.
Yeah, it was a
So.
live vlog. Like usually people have video vlog, but it's not live. But mine was live.
Hmm. So when you do find spare time, how do you like to relax or unwind?
How do I what?
How I said, when you do find spare time, how do you like to relax or unwind?
Oh my goodness. When I find spare time, let me tell you what I do in my spare time. I go to
Hmm?
sleep.
Oh, that's good.
I go to sleep because at most time I am working and
Don't
I go to sleep.
don't mimic me.
I'm like, no,
I
sleep
do, I do
time.
same. I do same.
Yes, I go to sleep because I'm always
Yes.
working and I'm like, what's my
Yes.
schedule? Like, I don't even know my own schedule, right? So I'm always doing something. 12 o'clock, 12 a.m., I'm on my computer. You know, 1 a.m., I'm on my. So when I get time, I go to sleep.
So, so what are some of your favorite meal to cooks? And do you have any cooking tips for busy women like yourself?
Ah, yes.
Last question, but not least.
I don't like to cook anymore. I don't like to cook anymore. That's number. Let's get this clear. I don't like to cook anymore. I used to like cooking, and now I'm like, no. I retire from the kitchen. I don't like to
So,
cook.
so we will not eat anything from your side when I'll
No.
come to
So
you.
I want to. So I'm gonna listen. Once you gonna get, I'm gonna feed you, but I just don't like cooking. I'm gonna cook, but I just don't like the cooking anymore. But I wanna. My thing is, and again, because I'm a lifestyle coach, I like to have healthy lifestyle. I'm very much
Mm,
into healthy lifestyle. I'm very much
mm,
healthy lifestyle simply mean from the mind, the body, the soul, right? So overall, I like healthy stuff. So
mm,
I like liquid meal. And the reason
mm,
why I'm going to talk about liquid meal is because liquid meal is very important that we get this understanding. That liquid meal, our intestine work on liquid. And our
mm.
intestine, we got small intestine and large intestine. So when we have
Yes.
liquid meal, it will flow better into our digestive system and give us a healthier body. Me, I intend to live a very long time, so I want healthy body. Right. So
So.
when I have liquid meal, it flows through my digestive system and give me a cleaner inside and a smoother
Mm,
inside. That will give me
mm,
more energy. So food is supposed to be mostly liquid. I eat one salad meal a day.
mm.
One
Really?
salad meal a day.
So, what is your daily food routine?
So my daily, okay, great. This is great. So my daily thing is when I get up in the morning, I have water. I drink water. I drink at least 2 liters, 1 liter of water, and then I have a
Mm,
smoothie. My smoothie
mm.
is very it's a whole meal. Because when I put my smoothie, first thing I want to talk about is beets. Let's talk about beetroot. Beetroot is a part of my diet. It is supposed to
Oh,
be, it's a requirement for us. Ladies, women out there, it is a requirement for you. It's very much that we have beets. Beetroot is the what's it? If you visualize beetroot, you see the color of it is that nice red, and when you cut it, it got a nice red, and it just looks so beautiful. It's for your blood.
I
It's
use in salad. I use in salad beetroots.
okay, but I'm going to tell you, it is best that you have beetroot blended. It's best to
Hmm.
have it blended. So, like I said, all my meals are salad except for one. So
Hmm.
when I blend my stuff, it is better to your digestive system because it goes into your bloodstream and flow. When you have food, you eat 3, 4, 5 times a day, you're chewing your food, but it's not giving enough chew to get into your digestive system. And when it get into your digestive system, you're straining your digestive system. So it is causing a lot of illness, a lot. Because what is not processed in your digestive system is sitting there taking up residence. It's just living there. Do you know, Waseem, that meat stays in your system 48 hours before it leaves your body? It stays in there. So imagine you have meat in your system. When you have liquid food, it flows through. There's nothing to sit there. So when you have food in your system for over 48 hours, you are prone for sickness. You're prone for illness, all sort of diabetes and cancer and all this stuff. You're prone for that. But when you have liquid meal like I do, because I have my 1 liter of water, then my smoothie, then my water, then my water. So I'm having liquid going right through until maybe in the night I have like some ground food, like probably some yams or some potatoes and stuff like that. So having liquid food will
Hmm.
let you'll be healthier.
Do you when you blend beetroot, do you mix any other fruit with beetroot?
Mm-hmm. When you're blending beetroot, you can drink it by itself, which is very powerful. But if you
Hmm.
want to create an entire meal with the beetroot, you're gonna put in some bananas in there, which give you potassium. Because the beetroot, what happened with the beetroot, even though it gives circulation to the blood, right? It builds iron. It add on iron to your system. And when you have iron in your body, iron equals to oxygen. Oxygen in your body is required. If you don't have oxygen in your body, that means you're dying. Because iron is oxygen, oxygen is iron. So beetroot is an instant iron supplement to your body. So it's very important that we get it, especially women who go through all their monthly stuff. They need to replenish that iron. So if I want to make a meal with my beetroot, banana,
Hmm.
papaya, pineapple, ginger,
Hmm.
berries. You can add some oatmeal in there and you have an entire meal.
Thank you very much, Verona, for this wonderful, once again, wonderful, informative session. I
You want
really enjoyed it, and we'll see you. I hope we'll see you in next many sessions. So, thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye now. Thank you.